Charles is exhausted by the condition of Camilla, with the tension between Camilla and William and Kate.
Last weekend, William was seen at the pub in Norfolk with his mother-in-law. But it just shows that, how much of a mother figure Carol Middleton has become. The Earl and Countess of Bucklebury or something.
She was the only one, so I think she carved her own role.
Something seismic just happened behind the gilded walls of Buckingham Palace. A decision so bold, so unexpected, it left Queen Camilla reeling and the royal family in a whirlwind of whispers. Carol Middleton, the unassuming mother of the future queen, has been thrust into the spotlight with a title that's turned the monarchy upside down, Duchess. And not just any Duchess. On his deathbed, King Charles III made a move that no one saw coming, elevating Carol to a position of power to guide Kate Middleton, Prince William, and their children through the turbulent years ahead. But what did this mean for Camilla? Her influence, once unshakable, now teeters on the edge. Kate, meanwhile, is ascending with unstoppable momentum. Royal insiders are buzzing, and trust us, this story is only getting started. Keep reading to uncover the truth behind this royal shake-up, and don't forget to subscribe for more palace secrets. Let's start with the moment that changed everything. Picture King Charles, frail but resolute, his final days marked by a vision for the monarchy's future. He knew William and Kate would need a rock, someone outside the rigid royal machine to anchor their family. Who better than Carol Middleton, the woman who raised Kate to be poised, grounded, and fiercely protective of her children? Charles, in a gesture that stunned even his closest aides, bestowed upon Carol the title of Duchess of Bucklebury, a nod to the Middleton family's Berkshire roots. It wasn't just a title. It was a gift of power, a mandate to shape the next generation of royals. Insiders say Charles saw Carol as the ultimate support, a grandmother who could bridge the gap between royal duty and family warmth. But this move, it sent shockwaves through Camilla's world. Carol Middleton has always been more than just Kate's mom. She's the heartbeat of the Middleton clan, a woman who turned a mail-order party business into a multi-million-pound empire. From her days as a British Airways flight attendant to hosting royals at Bucklebury Manor, Carol's journey is the stuff of fairy tales. But she's no pushover. Royal watchers have long noted her quiet strength, the way she navigates high society with a smile that hides a spine of steel. When Kate married William in 2011, Carol didn't just step into the royal orbit, she carved out a space for herself. She's been spotted at Balmoral, riding in Queen Elizabeth's Range Rover, and front and centre at Charles and Camilla's coronation. Her influence was already growing, but Charles's decision to make her a duchess, that was a game changer. Now let's talk about Camilla. Queen Camilla, once the Duchess of Cornwall, has spent decades cementing her place in the royal family. Her journey from public scrutiny to respected queen consort wasn't easy. She's been a steady hand for Charles, a patron of charities like the Queen's Reading Room, and a grandmother to William's children. But Charles's deathbed decree shook her to the core. By elevating Carol, Charles effectively sidelined Camilla's influence over the Wales family. Insiders whisper that Camilla felt blindsided, her carefully built authority crumbling, as Carol stepped into a role that overlapped with her own. One source close to the palace says, "Camilla's always been the one William and Kate turned to for royal wisdom. Now, Carol's the guiding star, and it stings." The tension didn't stop there. Carol, now Duchess of Bucklebury, didn't waste time flexing her new influence. She proposed policies for the royal estates in Berkshire, where she and Michael reside. These weren't just administrative tweaks, they were bold moves to modernise the area, from sustainable farming initiatives to community-driven charity projects. Sound familiar? It's the kind of forward-thinking approach Kate and William champion through their royal foundation. But for Camilla, it was a direct challenge. Her own charitable work, like the Reading Room, focuses on cultural preservation, a stark contrast to Carol's grassroots vision. Royal commentators began drawing comparisons, and the headlines weren't kind. Duchess Carol outshines Queen Camilla. one tabloid blared. Another called Carol the new power behind the throne. The public loved it, but inside the palace, Camilla's family was in turmoil. What makes this story so gripping is how it's reshaped Kate Middleton. The Princess of Wales has always been a force, but with her mother's new title, she's unstoppable. Kate's like a powerhouse with a turbo boost, one insider says, and it's easy to see why. Carol's elevation has given Kate a trusted ally in the royal machine, someone who shares her values and understands her priorities. Unlike Camilla, whose royal perspective is shaped by decades of tradition, Carol brings a fresh middle-class sensibility. She's the one who encouraged Kate to prioritise family over protocol, to let George, Charlotte and Louis play in public parks rather than palace gardens. With Carol's new authority, Kate's vision for a modern monarchy is taking flight, and William is right by her side. Let's zoom in on a moment that crystallised this shift. At a recent royal engagement in Norfolk, Kate and Carol appeared together, a rare public pairing. Kate, radiant in a tailored coat, introduced her mother as Her Grace the Duchess of Bucklebury. The crowd erupted in applause, but Camilla, watching from afar, reportedly felt a pang of unease. Carol spoke briefly about her plans for local charities, her words echoing Kate's passion for early childhood development. William, standing nearby, beamed with pride. It was a subtle but powerful display of unity, a signal that the Wales family and the Middletons were a united front. For Camilla, it was a reminder of how much had changed. Her influence, once central, now felt like an afterthought. Behind the scenes, the dynamics are even more complex. Camilla's children, Tom Parker Bowles and Laura Lopes, have reportedly rallied around their mother, urging her to reclaim her place. Meanwhile, Carol's tight-knit Middleton clan, Michael, Pippa and James, has closed ranks around her. The two families, once cordial, now navigate a delicate dance of loyalty and rivalry. It's not a feud, one insider clarifies, but there's tension. Camilla's used to being the matriarch. Carol's rise has changed the game. The public, of course, is eating it up. Social media is ablaze with memes comparing Duchess Carol to Camilla, with fans praising Carol's relatable charm. The debate has only amplified Carol's influence, turning her into a folk hero. But the real drama is unfolding behind closed doors. Kate and William are leaning on Carol more than ever, consulting her on everything from charity initiatives to parenting advice. It's a partnership that's reshaping the monarchy, one family moment at a time. But what about the grandchildren? George, Charlotte and Louis adore their Granny Carol, and her new role means she's even more involved. She's the one baking with them at Anmer Hall, teaching them to ride bikes and whispering stories about their mum's childhood. These aren't just sweet moments. They're the foundation of a new royal generation, one raised with Carol's values of hard work and humility. Camilla, while a loving grandmother, can't match that intimacy. Her focus remains on public duties, leaving Carol to fill the emotional gap. It's a quiet power shift, one that's setting the stage for a very different monarchy. So, what's next? Carol's not slowing down. Rumours swirl that she's planning a major charity event in Berkshire, a nod to Kate's mental health initiatives. It's the kind of move that could cement her as a royal heavyweight, further eclipsing Camilla's efforts. Yet there's hope for balance. Insiders say William is working to bridge the gap, ensuring Camilla's experience isn't overlooked. But for now, Carol's star is rising, and the palace is buzzing with possibility.